Let's start by talking about MIDI tracks and getting started using MIDI. So the default Ableton Live project contains two MIDI tracks and two audio tracks. And audio tracks, as we've seen, allow us to load audio samples onto them, recorded samples, loops, things like that. MIDI tracks, in opposition to that, are going to allow us to create clips that will trigger MIDI notes on a piano roll. And the MIDI notes can be used to then play back software instruments such as VST plugin synthesizers, X for Serum, for example, drum machines like Ableton's Drum Rack, or also any of Ableton's built-in instruments, software pianos, multi-sample instruments like Contact, things like that. So as I said, the default project has two MIDI tracks already, but if you need to create a new one, you can right-click in this empty area down here and click Insert MIDI Track, or you can use the key command Shift-Command-T or Shift-Control-T on a PC, and it will create a new MIDI track like so. I'll delete that one and use one of these up here. If I want to load a MIDI-enabled software instrument onto the track, all I need to do is find the instrument that I want to use. So we'll go to Live's instrument category. And in this lesson, we'll be talking about Drum Rack, which is a drum machine which allows us to play back samples using MIDI. We're going to take this drum rack and just drag and drop it onto one of our MIDI tracks, and it loads it down here into the device view. We can see the drum rack down there. Now, if you don't have a MIDI keyboard controller, that's okay. You can actually use your computer keyboard to trigger MIDI notes. And to do that, you can go up here to this button that looks like 5 piano keys. That's called the computer MIDI keyboard button. And if we turn that on, I can use the keys on my keyboard, the A through L keys. If we look at that like second row of letters on our computer keyboard, A through L will trigger white keys, and the W, E, T, Y, and U keys are going to trigger the black keys if we were playing off a traditional piano style MIDI keyboard. So yeah, if you don't have a MIDI controller but you want to follow along through the next few lessons, you'll be able to use that. In the next video, we'll look at actually setting up a MIDI controller keyboard, and we'll move on from there.